Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of AEW Weekly Wrap Up. I'm your host, Ethan Black. Today, we're going to talk about the shows from last week and also tell this past week's Dynamite, also the upcoming shows this week, and Ring of Honor stuff. So, we'll just get in that. But before that, I just want to send out my condolences to Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt's families, as Terry Funk passed away this past Wednesday, and Bray Wyatt unexpectedly passed away late yesterday afternoon at the age of 36. So my condolences go out to both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt's families. And it will jump into the Rampage from last week. That would be Fight for the Fallen Night 2. So we get over Ray Phoenix getting the win over Commander 12 minutes 57 seconds. For the ring, our World Tag Team titles, Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis retains over Ethan Page and Isaiah Cassidy, 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Stephen Guevara gets the win over John Cruz in a mid 35. In the main event, Women's Champion Hikaru Shida and Sky Blue gets to win over Ruby Soho and Tony Storm of the Outcast in 10 minutes and 8 seconds. From that show, I just recommend Joe Phoenix versus Commander. And then we go to the third and final night of Fight for the Fallen. So we were supposed to sell match. This is the first technical match was Mojo versus Golden Finbar, but that never happened as CM Punk attacked him, disguised as Golden Finbar attacked Joe, and accepted his match for All Out. So then we got our first official match, Jay White and Don Castle, 12 minutes 6 seconds. Trios action Bull Cup Golds, Austin and Colin Gunn along with Juice Robinson, defeating DR and Savages, Boulder, Bronze, and Jack Jameson, 9 minutes 31 seconds. Big Bill defeating Derek New in a minute 7. Will Nigo defeat Dean Monte in 11 minutes 2 seconds. Powerhouse Hobbs defeating Kevin Koo at a minute 58. In the main event, Darby Allin gives one over Christian Cage at 20 minutes and 34 seconds. Honestly, from the show, I just recommend Will Nigo versus Dean Monte and Darby versus Christian Cage. That's the only two I really recommend checking out. Now we'll go to night 1 of Fyter Fest. We were supposed to have this match, a trios action, Bull Club Gold, Juice Robinson and the Guns versus the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, but that doesn't happen as we just got a big brawl. A double world tag champs FTR come out and make a save, and then Takeshita starts beating up Kenny Omega, but Omega trying to go for the one when Angel and Takeshita, but he escapes. Yeah, I can't really say about this match. Like it was basically just more of an angle for the tag title match. AEW World Tag Title match and the like trios match between Golden Elite and Bull Club Gold and Takeshita, but I'm pretty excited for these matches at all in. Then we get our first of two sit-in interviews. Renee Beck was with AEW World Champion MJF, but I actually really liked the promo from MJF. Basically, he was going to be the new British Bulldog, only if he was talk good and was Jewish. But he was comparing himself to Dusty Rhodes, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Rock, Triple H, Stone Cold. But I really enjoyed this promo. And he says I'm cool. It's like his brother, and brothers fight. But at the end of the day, they hug it out. But he's far from perfect. And first time he's like fumble with them. But he's just a scumbag who'd be your scumbag. To close of that statement. Then we go technically to the second match overall, but really first official match. Jon Moxley gets to win over Ray Phoenix via rear naked choke at 13 minutes and 40 seconds. I really enjoyed this match. Spoiler, this is my match of the night. Honestly, it's one I recommend. I just want 7 out of 10. Fun match between these two. But unfortunately, Phoenix cannot go to All In because due to visa issues. So I'll just get to it right now. So after the match, Claudio Castagnoli and Wario Chemical Crowbar start beating up Ray Phoenix for Eddie Kingston and Pentagon Jr. try to help out, but they got somebody by somebody. Turns out to be the returning Ortiz. We got another return that is Santana, so we get the return of Proud and Powerful as they start attacking Kingston and Pentagon. 4 best friends came out to check on Ray Phoenix after he got knocked out guard being tied with the crowbar. Even if the cameras missed it, I don't know how he missed that, but yeah, that was this was Phoenix's way basically ran out of the Stadium Stampede match. And by the way, spoiler, it was originally promoted as a 12-man tag. Now it's just gonna be 5-on-5. So they do the stretcher drop at the break, and Renee try to get a word with Kingston, but Kingston was not having it pretty much, which I can't blame him. So yeah, I thought overall the angle, basically his right-off angle and stuff was pretty good. And then Renee, she was all over the show. She was trying, but this is from earlier days. She tried to go over Sammy Guevara before former JS members 2.0 and Daniel Garcia asked what he's doing. And then basically Guevara said, friend, he's still Jericho's friend, and Parker basically watching out for him. I thought this wasn't a bad promo. Paris Garcia was staring him down, but I don't know. I'm glad JS is over, honestly, but like see what else story continues. Where I say this is probably the best segment of the show. The contrast for the all-in match with Chris Jericho, Don Callis. Osprey say he's talking about how this match changed his life, and actually the day before he actually is wrestling Shingo Takagi at the Rev Pro 11th anniversary show, actually tomorrow as we're recording this. So he's got a busy weekend, and he's talking about putting a stepkid for school. He's putting out how he's going to beat Okada, Kenny Omega, and Jericho all this year, and he's talking about how New Japan contract runs up in 6 months, which is legit a shoot because he's been doubled that over the last couple months. Then he goes on about how he's better than the Elite, Jericho, Punk, and Danielson. So I'm assuming those are going to be matches in the future, which I hope so. That Danielson and Osprey looks that'll be really, really good. I like how Jericho was talking about how he had to call Osprey basically stop doing like reckless stuff because he didn't want to end up in a wheelchair like Dynamite Kid. Then they said there was some, I believe either in 2020 or 2021, but there was a COVID, so they couldn't do it. And he was how Jericho said this match is better than any WrestleMania in Tokyo Dome, which just wasn't. I mean, it's got a kind of a point, but I like how they didn't do too much like fighting. I did like the slap from Jericho. I can't believe Osprey got knocked out with it, but I'm pretty excited. This is one of the match I'm pretty excited for All In. But I'll talk about the All In stuff after. And by the way, All In, I'll talk on next week's show. By the way, Renee Paquette sits down with Adam Cole and it's over British, but basically he said in a million years, you think they'll become best friends? And then he found himself again, and then best friends. He's the one to world title. Honestly, it was almost like the same as MJF, just Adam Cole and Renee said that Brandon the Broad Strong Kingdom questioned his friendship, and then Cole got mad and he said there's no issues between them, and then he said thank you to Renee for walking off. We all know by the end of All In, somebody's going heel. We all know what's happening. We go to the next match, Tornado Tag Team match. As Darby Allin and Nick Wayne gets to win over Mobile MSG's AR Fox and Swerve Strickland at 9 minutes 55 seconds via Robot AR Fox. Honestly, this was a fun little Tornado Tag Team match. It's basically like the coffin match, just basically put Nick Wayne instead of Stain and Air Fox. Oh, sorry, Air Fox was part of the match, but yeah. And then basically after the match, Strickland fired him because he called him a loser. Said this was a test. Also, I really didn't like how they broke this up. I thought I really liked these two as a team. I don't know why they broke up. I kind of get why. I guess the reason is Air Fox hasn't wrestled outside the States in like 5-6 years, so that's probably why. But whatever. So basically, Air Fox gets fired and Brian Cage lays him out as Darby Stain and Nick Wayne run them off. And Darby forgives Fox, even though Air Fox beat up Nick Wayne would picture of his father 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And then basically Christian Cage he walks out and toppled Nick Wayne's father, Buddy Wayne, which we knew that was going to happen. But in Cage, we found out later to show that Christian Cage is replacing Air Fox in a tag team coffin match. Overall, I actually really enjoyed this. I still don't like the Air Fox for Strickland breakup, but it's whatever. Then we go to that sit down between tag champs FTR and Young Bucks, hyping up their match. Cashwell was on TV. Match I was talking about, it was impossible to have 10,000 people for All In, but now they got like 80,000. And yes, this is, by the way, this is the rubber match between both teams, as Young Bucks won the first match and then Air Fox won the second. FTR Air Fox. FTR won the second match, so I can't wait for this. This one I'm really excited for, but the promo hyping of this match was pretty good. But I can't wait for the match this Sunday. Then we go to Ruby Soho defeating Sky Blue at 7 minutes via Destination Unknown. Both of these guys were not on the show. This was okay. Honestly, I give this one 5 out of 10. But Ruby Soho was teasing going after Chris Statlander for TBS, so that could possibly be an all-out match. Honestly, spoiler, there is 11 matches. I'll talk about that at the end. But honestly, I would not add any more to the show. Maybe 1 or 2 just for the pre-show, but other don't touch. Basically, the main card alone. But honestly, I would wait for the TBS title match on All Out. But yeah, this match was all right. And then we go backstage for again. This one with the Kingdom of Roger Strong, and Trump basically just said we're gonna follow who the real Cole and MJF are. And then I like the Acclaim coming out like they were so serious, like no rapping, no jokes, like they just came out ready for a fight. And then they called Trios Jim House of Black, and House of Black come out, and then we get the return of Billy Gunn and they issued a challenge All or Nothing at All In for the Trios title. And Billy Gunn says it's not going to be Daddy Ass. It's actually going to be the badass Billy Gunn return that we have seen in a while after there was a how did they jump his kids, which I did get a laugh of Austin going on Twitter. He's like, bro, you should stay retired, which I did get a laugh out of that. And I never tell how he destroyed his boots. That's a 32-year legacy. And he says a Hall of Famer. But yeah, so we got officially this Trios title match made for official. And honestly, I think it's time for Claim and Billy Gunn to win the Trios titles. But I'll give my quick predictions at the end of the show. Or the end of the AEW stuff. And then the main event for the Ring of Honor World Tag Titles, champions Aussie Open Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher retains over the Hardys man Jeff 8 minutes and 5 seconds via cutter on Jeff Hardy. Honestly, they need to stop making these main events so super short. Like, I think half this match was picture in picture, but this one I give 5 out of 10 as well. There's not really much to talk about. Then after the match, Aussie Open said there would be no double clothesline. Hurricane Workers all in. They were going to leave champs before Better Than You Baby come down. We get a brawl, basic closeout. I know. And sorry, before I forget, I like how MJF hold Fletcher for the super kick, but Cole almost kicks MJF, so teasing that the tension between both men. And he's about to leave, and he puts down the ring on for a second himself and close out Cole, close of night one. Overall, this was a bad episode of Fyter Fest Night 1. I'll admit this was way better than last week's episode. But only match I recommended was Moxley versus Ray Phoenix. So night 2 this week tonight. By the way, they taped this week's Rampage last week at Collision. So night 2 match, just basically if you don't want to hear the matches, you could just skip for this. So for the AAA Latin American title, QT Marshall defends Gravity, Orange Cassidy defends the Inner Solo, Serpent goes first Truth Magnum, non-title match, TNT Champion Luchasaurus for Ren Jones, and tag team match, Women's Champion Kuroshita and Britt Baker versus the Outcasts of Tony Jones. So basically a preview of the Women's Top 4 match. It's basically the same match as last week. Rampage just switched Sky Blue, Britt Baker, and Women's with Saraya. Then night 3 on August 26th. That's the Saturday Collision. They taped that last night at Dynamite. Sorry, just past Wednesday. My apologies. So spoiler, I'm gonna name this person. So if you don't want to hear it, you skip 5 seconds. TT Champ Luchasaurus, Mogul MZ's Forster, and Ring Wire 6-man tag champ Brian Gage, and Jay White goes Darby Allin saying CM Punk and Hook is the mystery person. Big Bill versus Fire Moralizzi, Dark Orders, Alex Rance Johnson versus Ashley Andrade, Darius Martin, Will Nightingale versus Rob Renegade, in trios matches, International Champ Orange Cassidy, Pentagon Jr., and Eddie Kingston versus the Butcher, the Blade, Kip Sabian. So the 8-man tag and the trios match were actually that was the non-spoiler match made for Dynamite. But based from Big Bill, the Dark Order match and the women were all the spoiler matches. Then All In card for August 27th. MJF defends the AEW World Title against Adam Cole. I'm going with MJF retaining. For the AEW World Titles, FTR defends the Young Bucks. I'm going with FTR retaining. For the finals of the Women's All Tournament, Kuroshita defends Saraya, Britt Baker, and Tony Storm. I'm going with the hometown girl Saraya. Tag team coffin match for Strickland and Christian Cage for Darby and Sting. I'm going with Darby and Sting. Aussie Open defending Ring of World titles is AEW World Champ MJF Adam Cole on the pre-show or Secret Hour. I'm going with Aussie Open to retain. I don't think they went cleanly though. I think Roger Strong and Door the Kingdom interfere in that match. If I have for the match for the AEW World title match, I say Roger Strong gets involved in that one as well. 10-man tag team Stadium CMP match. Best friends International Champ Orange Cassidy trained by Chuck Taylor. 2-man Pentagon Jr. Eddie Kingston versus the Blackpool Combo Cups, John Moxley, Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, and the returning Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz. I'm going with BCC and Powerful. Honestly, BCC need to win more than Team Best Friends do, and Powerful literally just came back, so it'd be kind of pointless for them to lose. And also this because of Orange Cassidy's next challenger for the international title and Claudio's round world title as well. If they do lose, or Kingston's strong boy title, Chris Jericho first, Ospreay. I'm going with Ospreay because they're in his home country. Trios match, Golden Elite, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Heyman Page for Bullet Cup Coach, Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Konosuke Takeshita. I'm going with Golden Elite to get the win. CM Punk defends the Royal AEW World title against Samoa Joe. I'm going with Punk. Trios titles online, House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews defends the Acclaim, Anthony Bowens, Maskcaster, and Billy Gunn. I'm going with the Acclaim Billy Gunn to win the titles. And here's the spoiler match. FTW title on the line. Jeff Perry defends against Hook. That's another pre-show match. Tony Khan did confirm that on the EW Unrestricted podcast yesterday. I am going with Hook to regain the FTW title. And the all-out cover made over on September 3rd. Luchasaurus defends the TNT title against Darby Allin. And Powerhouse Hobbs versus Mir. That's the only 2 matches made. So I imagine we'll get more starting it all out. But that was AEW stuff. No, I'll go to Ring of Honor episode 26. So this is a mixture tape between last week's Dynamite and this past Saturday's Collision. So we go 6 minute with Dark Order, Alex Round, Evil and John Silver defeating Don Castle and the boys, Brandon Brett Tate. 10 minutes and I just want 6 out of 10. Kiera Hogan defeated Lady Frost, 2 minutes 52 seconds. I just want 5 out of 10. Mike Tadeo gets one over Sam Pentago, 6 minutes and 32 seconds. I just want 4 out of 10. Layla Hirsch defeating Layla Gray, 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I just want 5 out of 10. Blake Christian gets one over Brand Color, 7 minutes and 2 seconds. I just want 4 out of 10. Tag Team Women's Champion Athena Billy Starks defeating the Renegades at 8 minutes and 39 seconds. I just want 6 out of 10. Proven ground match winning World War Champion Claudio Castagnoli to be Ryan Nemeth mid 16. I'm gonna give this 1 out of 10. And the main for the New Japan TV title, Zack Sabre Jr. retains with Chris McDaniels, 9 minutes 34 seconds. I just want 6 out of 10. So there are 2 matches that were taped there. It was Emmy Saga versus Alice Crawley and Rhea Shivers versus Injury Risk. I imagine those were probably on episode 27. I know the Kiera Hogan, Lady Frost, Hirsch and Gray, and the women's tag match were all on the Collision Ring of Honor tapings, but they made on this one. And by the way, Zack Sabre is going to be back on next week's episode to defend his New Japan TV title against Mick Leak, and I'll tell next week's well. Cole Carve versus Justin Jackson, and Hell goes to Brandon Irish Pride versus the Outrunners, Lee Moore and the Workhorsemen, Anthony Henry, J. Drake goes against Garsh Galvin and Festus Cash and Laura Crew. And for the 6-man tag titles, Mogul Embassy's Khan, Brian Gage, Tola Leona defends Lee Johnson, Darius Martin, Ashley Andretti. So I imagine Reina Shafir and Emmy might be on that episode, but who knows? But that is the show for this week, guys. I'm your host, Ethan Black. I'll be back next week, talk about the AEW and the Ring of Honor stuff. Good weekend and stay safe.
Thanks for listening to the WWE Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you don't miss a show, or head to WWEpodcast.com. And for all of these shows ad-free, head over to patreon.com/WWE Podcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.